Arsenal's hunt for the goalkeeper is still on, and one of those that they are interested in, who goes by names of Aaron Ramsdale, has really come out and said that he really wants to join Arsenal and is considering a transfer request. And in, welcome to the football news, top news and lifestyle zone, guys. How are you and where are you watching it from? This is RD or Rokani David onto this channel, which goes by names of the football news, top 10s and lifestyle zone. If at all you are new to this channel, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, Aaron Ramsdale is considering to submit a very big or submit a transfer request into join a team which goes by the name of Arsenal. He desperately wants to join Arsenal. There, remember, Arsenal have had him on their transfer list in there for a very long time. Ever since the start of this summer, they've been really chasing for the signature of Aaron Ramsdale, to an extent that they've submitted 2 bids and they've been laid down, and Sheffield wants £30 million in there for Aaron Ramsdale. Now, Arsenal had the following keepers on the list. They had Andre Onana for I think because he's like on a free transfer in there because he's left with 1 year, and but he's having a ban, and Arsenal feel like he's not the right one to come in. But I think he was the best goalkeeper to come in and give Bernard Leno a very good competition for that #1 place of Arsenal in there. The Aaron Ramsdale, there is Neto. I think those are the only 3 goalkeepers that Arsenal were looking at. So when you look at all those 3, the only one who is used to the Premier League and Premier League proven is Aaron Ramsdale in there, and is playing for the Championship club right now, which goes by the name of Sheffield. He was playing in the Premier League. I think last season, because they are playing in the Premier League and they were not relegated. But after the relegation, he really went down with Sheffield, and he was part of the English national squad that played or reached the Euro finals in there. That means he's really good and being looked at one of those replacements of Jermaine Pickford in there, tussling it with John Stone and a man who goes by the names of Dean Henderson in there for Manchester United. Now, Aaron Ramsdale, a tweet has come through and has been quoted from the Mirror saying that Aaron Ramsdale is desperate for Arsenal FC and Sheffield United to agree a deal, and fears his club's reluctancy to agree a fee will cause Arteta's explore other options. And though he is considering slapping in a transfer request to force through a dream move in there. That is the Mirror in there. The story has come out from the Mirror in there. So Aaron Ramsdale is considering to put in a transfer request. Why? The reason is he feels like Arsenal are really going in for other goalkeepers, because rumor has it that Arsenal are going in for Neto. Neto is for Barcelona, a goalkeeper in there. They are going in for a man who goes by the names of Neto, and they feel like if at all they cannot accept the 30 million euros in there for a man who goes by the names of Ramsdale, Arsenal cannot meet the 30 million pounds in there that a team which goes by the names of Sheffield wants. And Arsenal feels like, let us go for the 32-year-old goalkeeper from Barcelona, a Brazilian known as Neto. He plays as a goalkeeper for Barcelona. Neto began his career with Brazilian side Atlético Paranaense and later played for Italy side Fiorentina in there. So it shows you that they are really wanting to get in a man who goes by names of Neto. And no sooner had a man who goes by names of Aaron Ramsdale hear this news than he really went up and told the Sheffield board, please, can you please let me go? You want 30 million pounds? Can you please accept the money that Arsenal is giving you, please? And the reason as to why I think he wants this move to happen is he knows when he comes at Arsenal, he's really going to be a very good competitor with a man who goes by the names of Leno in there. Because when you look at how things are really going through at a team which goes by names of Arsenal, Leno is reliable to make mistakes. He will make mistakes one time. And Aaron Ramsdale coming through is an English player, and you know what the English media does to such players. If at all he does a single mistake like this, they'll start really blowing a trumpet for a man who goes by the names of Aaron Ramsdale, and hence he will get out of the goal and Aaron Ramsdale will come in, because you see that pressure being put on Dean Henderson and David De Gea. So they are piling lots of pressure on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to really get De Gea into the starting spot of Manchester United, to put in Dean Henderson in there. So that is what the English media is doing, and they are really going to do this. And Aaron Ramsdale is 100% sure when I get at Arsenal, within the next, after the 10 games, Leno at least will make a single mistake like this. And when he makes a single mistake, the English media, journalists will really go hard on a man who goes by the names of Leno, and they'll pile pressure on Mikel Arteta, and Mikel Arteta will have nothing to do other than putting Aaron Ramsdale into that so-called number one position of Arsenal, that is the goalkeeper. You see, the English media is very, very, very good at really hiding or really blindfolding people each and every time an English player really does a mistake. Now, they are really talking about Ben White being better than Raphael Varane, and what they did was they really came through and said that Varane, you've seen many ex-English players in there, especially defenders in there. They've come out and said that Varane is going to face it rough in the Premier League, and this player who has been just signed by Arsenal, a man who goes by the names of Ben White, is going to be better than Raphael Varane. And did you see what Ben White did? Ben White had a very poor performance into that game of Arsenal versus Brentford when Arsenal lost 2-0. Have you seen an English media come out and criticize Ben White in there? You get, because they are defending their own. You get, so Aaron Ramsdale is 100% sure that when he really comes through at a team which goes by names of Arsenal, the media is going to fight his way out. They are going to fight his battle until he becomes the Arsenal number one goalkeeper in there. And I think this is really something evident, and Arsenal are really doing it because they know the repercussions that Leno is really not going to be at Arsenal for a very long time. Leno is a very good goalkeeper, but sometimes he really makes mistakes. And you saw when Martinez came through, when Leno got an injury and was stretched out of the pitch, and Martinez came through and really put up a fantastic season in there. And then he really pushed in for a transfer request, and it was sold to a team which goes on to Aston Villa. So Aaron Ramsdale knows that Martinez, what failed Martinez was he was not an English player and the media was off him. But he knows when he comes in at Arsenal, the media is really going to back him 100% to come through and really replace a man who goes by the names of Leno, because Leno is from Germany, and you know how English players are favored. On your screen is that tweet in there from Arsenic in there, but they've quoted the Mirror, and they feel like something should happen between a man who goes by the names of Aaron Ramsdale and Arsenal in there. So we return. The reason as to why I've put back that tweet is that because most of you will ask yourselves, why is Rokani putting back that tweet? Something is, and though he's considering slapping in a transfer request to force through a dream move, and Aaron Ramsdale is desperate for Arsenal FC to agree a deal, and fear his club reluctancy to agree a deal will cause Arteta to explore other options. That was the main reason why I put back this tweet. Arsenal exploring other options in there, and it's already done. And Arsenal looking at Neto in there, Pedro Neto. He's the second goalkeeper in there at Barcelona after Tastagen in there, also a German player. So, and when I looked at the transfer market, or the transfer market and fee, the selling fee that has been put on the head of Neto in there, it's 6 million euros in there. So 6 million euros is like 4.3 million pounds in there, and I think Arsenal can really afford that money. It has been confirmed that Arsenal are looking for two players to sum up the transfer market. They are looking for a goalkeeper, and they are looking for a central attacking midfielder, all a number 10 in there. So Pedro Neto is now on the list that Arsenal is on the list of goalkeepers that Arsenal feel like they want to bring in at Arsenal in there. Aaron Ramsdale is worried because this is a dream move. He wants to come at Arsenal and play in the top tier league of the English league in there. So that's what I had for you in here onto the football news top 10s and lifestyle zone. I don't know what you guys think about the story of Aaron Ramsdale coming through and telling Sheffield that they should sell him to Arsenal. If not, he's really going to come through and hand in what we call a transfer request. What I know you guys have your thoughts and your reservations onto this story and Ramsdale as a goalkeeper. You've seen him against Sheffield in there. He is really a very good goalkeeper that really was brought in after Sheffield lost a man who goes by the names of Dean Henderson to Manchester United. I'm out for now. See you later. Five-finger salute to all those watching in, but Aaron Ramsdale wants a move away from Sheffield to join Arsenal and is desperate to join a team which goes by the names of Arsenal. Arsenal fans, your reactions are welcome in the comment section below. Thank you for telling your new endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. This is Rokani David and I'm out for now. See you later. Five-finger salute to all those watching in. Thank you for the love. I'm out.